All around the world, there are many places that you might want to go, but the one that would fit you the most is New Brunswick. In New Brunswick, you'll be going on a fantastic and unforgettable trip because of their history, culture, and the beautiful nature you're going to be surrounded by. First, the history in New Brunswick is a big part of what they're recognized by. So before the Europeans came to the area we call New Brunswick now, the land was home to many tribes of native people, and the largest group living in the New Brunswick were Mayaks and Melicites. Then, starting in 1534, a French explorer named Jacques Cartier and Samuel de Champlain explored New Brunswick, calling it Acadia. Then, from the late 1600s to 1755, the French fought continuously with the Britain for control of the area. After 75 years of fighting, the British finally won and beat French in 1784. They named the area New Brunswick in honor to the King George III of England, whose family came from Germany, area called Brunswick. In New Brunswick, a must-see place for their history is Fort Beauséjour. It was built in 1751 to prevent the British from taking over Acadia, but unfortunately, the British took over Acadia at Fort Beauséjour. Second, culture. New Brunswick is a cross-cultured adventure. Its culture is a mixture of French, English, Irish, Native people, and Scottish. The mixture of cultures affects everyday costumes and traditions. The mixture of cultures can be seen in their food like fiddleheads, brain pudding, maple products, craft beer, dulse, and native blueberries. The art community of New Brunswick is hugely too. You can find a symphony orchestra, a ballet company, and many theaters. In the summer, there are jazz, blues, folk song festivals, as well as many art galleries for tourists. Also, because New Brunswick is one of the maritime provinces on the Atlantic coast, so the sea is an important factor for the people that live there. Fishing and shipbuilding are two traditional occupations to the beginning of New Brunswick European history. If you go to New Brunswick, the place that you must see for the culture is King's Landing Historical Statement. This is the English Culture Museum. It has one of the largest collections of Atlantic Canada. The history told there reflects to the 19th century rural New Brunswick, in particular, the social and cultural histories of the St. John River Valley. Lastly is the physical geography/nature of New Brunswick, and it is a big part of them. New Brunswick is 73,440 square kilometers and shaped a bit like a rectangle. The Appalachian Mountains are in the north, and sometimes people think that the Appalachian Mountains are really tall, but actually the highest one is only about 820 meters. Another fantastic physical geography in New Brunswick is the Hopewell Rocks. At low tides, you can walk on the ocean floors and see the beauty of the rocks. There are hidden caves, fossil, and amazing rock formations, and sometimes falcons nest on the rocks. But the sad thing is that you can't bring your drone with you, it's illegal. The Hopewell Rocks are carved by the power of Bay of Fundy tides, which leads to our next location, which is the Bay of Fundy. The Bay of Fundy is the largest recorded tidal change in the world with 163 meters. Also, the Bay of Fundy tides has uncovered the richest deposit of a 300 million year old fossil in the world. The tides has also created the largest whirlpool in the west and the second largest in the world. And also, you can go whale watching there. And fun fact, 160 billion tons of water flow into the bay twice a day. And the must-see place for their physical geography/nature is the tidal bore. It's a strong wave caused by the giant Bay of Fundy tides. Twice a day, it reverses the nature flow of St. John River. Also, you can go rafting on the waves for a very, very long time. In conclusion, on Earth there are many places that you may want to go, but the most interesting place in Canada would be New Brunswick because of their history, culture, and physical geography. Thank you.